The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space.
For the start of Chapter 3, we went to Kerbal Space Program to learn how to make rockets so that we could explore the stars for a new home. We began playing on career mode while not knowing anything about what we were doing. After doing some research off-stream, we then moved to the science mode with newfound knowledge. We went to both moons, created communication networks, planes, science missions, a space station, and then ended the game by traveling all the way to Duna in the Antari ship.
After arriving at Duna, our ship the Antares fell apart, causing us to land on Duna and mine its resources so that we could fix the Antari ship. We unlocked various buildings, and also different types of science. After fixing everything but scanners on the ship, we then left the planet behind us as we continued to travel in space. Partially during our space flight, we landed on an asteroid. Over the course of a few hundred cycles, we had mined out the asteroid, converting its resources into various things that we needed in order to keep 24 dupes alive. We made a lot of automated machines to take, cool, or convert items into other items. We then turned on a machine that would allow us to take a dive into the dreams of one of our dupes. Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. Today we're in Chapter 3, Space Travel. Today we are playing Vintage Story. Alright, did I forget anything in here? I think all we have left, which, by the way, for YouTube, this is part 3 of a 12-hour stream celebrating episode 100. So we'll finish off building this, and then I think we have to go on yet another hunt just to get fat to bring back over here. Another thing we should do while we're working on this is bring this stone cliff back a little bit. I'm thinking chop away this. Bear with me for a moment. I don't know how tall this is, and I don't know where the floor level... There we go. I can tell where the bottom level is. Chop this away. Go to... Yep, this one. Yeah, we'll keep that cut out. We're gonna mine this away. And I'm debating on where I'm going to put the retaining wall. So for the time being, this is gonna stay there. I could have a path right here, so maybe we put the retaining wall right where I just dug out to. Because we could have a path coming in here, have a dirt block there, and then the retaining wall. So let's dig out this. Put 2 pieces of dirt in. This will be cobblestone or something else in front of it. Not sure how I'm going to do the retaining wall on that, but I just wanted it to be placed in so we have it ready. Alright, let's do the long and painful process of trying to get this to be working. I don't remember how we did it in the past, so I think first I'm going to do horizontal, then bring this up. That worked perfectly. Now the next issue is, I think this went around the entire thing. That is looking correct. Yep, because that goes to there. This go to there. Not like that. Let's try going from up here down. Do I have cats fighting? I'm hearing something that sounds like hissing. Bring this out. Nope, not like that. There we go. And this all the way over to here. Then this all... Oh, I didn't press it because I don't have any beams. Can I place it? That doesn't look right, but okay. This all the way to there. Looks a little odd having the roof of this right there, but doesn't look too odd in here. That's what I was the most worried about, is if it looked odd in the middle of this. Because I could go really detailed and make sure that this doesn't go into the roof at all. But we'll go with it. Next thing I was doing is putting all of this in. That's 1, 2, and the last one here. That is for this one. Actually, we had issues trying to get the top part. So let's do that first. Peak to... right there. Peak again. To right there as well. Is that on the same spot? Yes, it is. Okay, this is promising. And these just have to go straight across. Not enough beams. I hate this. Because that probably would have made it, and now it's probably not. It made it. Alright, let's do the other... Oh, I thought I could make that. I couldn't. This one we can do from the inside. Actually, we can't. We have to go up a little bit. Another block. Middle. To here, I think. Middle to right there. And because I'm probably not going to be able to climb back up here without going inside first, we'll go across here first. Okay, okay, we're getting there. Right there. Gino, I'm going to assume that you're going to try for the cradle, so good luck. There's the noise, I heard it. Okay, so from here to here, everything's working so far. I am getting concerned. I do need this to be away from there, though. Can I reach up there? No, that's not what I meant to place. Thought I was holding a beam. Is that the right spot? It is the right spot. Look at that. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. Look at that. I don't really need this little 2-block tower, but I'll keep using it. Alright. Well, probably gonna need more beams than 6 for here. No, it was actually 6. Wow. Alright. We're gonna need to move this. I'll put 1 block just to make it a little bit easier to get up there. That there. That all looks nice, but I want to slice this in half. by going right here. And get to the middle. Does that connect? It looks like it's connecting, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to consider that connected. Now let's hope that the door is not in the dead center of the building. If it is, I'm going to have to... No, it's not! Awesome! Because I'm pretty sure what I'm looking at is the center of the building. You go here and straight down. Alright! So we have our new blacksmith, which has no windows, so it looks pretty bad to me. There's a piece of dirt out here, which I thought I took care of already. There's more than one. Oh, I took care of the dirt on the roof to the coal area. Okay, one issue we're gonna have is that this staircase is where the power's coming up at for one of the Helve Hammers. Or we could have the Pulverizer coming up from right here. Either way, we need to figure out how many axes we're going to need to get up there. So whatever amount we do is going to be times 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get it up above the floor. That is 30 axles. Each axle takes a piece of fat. So that's 30 pieces of... No. 15 pieces of fat that we still need to get. All this is taking so much fat. If we had an oil, we could use the oil instead, but for now we have to use fat. Throw that in there. This I want up there. This I do not want up there. Guess we can hold a stick on us. This should be down here. You can go in there. That's 5. Let's do this. If I combine that, we won't have Black Swan in there for a placeholder, so I'm going to wait. And all we have to do is go boom, boom. And put this seed in here. Do I see water in our lake? I do see water in our lake. Look at that. The ice is melting. We're getting there, chat. I think it is time for us to go around all of our farms, I mean, and make sure that we have everything picked up. What is this icon for? Salt. There's no way we have salt right below me. That's waypoint 35. So that's saltpeter, not actual salt. We can delete that. Because we found out recently that saltpeter does not turn into salt. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through all of this and break everything off of here to make sure that we have all of our seeds back. I think this plot here is empty. Because I'm pretty sure it would have been the part that we were going to switch into a new nutrient plant. Yeah, we're down to here. Okay. So this would have been, I think, K for potassium. We should be getting back every one of our seeds that we planted. We don't get any penalty from it. When you place a plant, you get the seed back, so it's best at the end of your growing season to just let them die out according to what I've been told, because then you get 100% of the seed back and you don't accidentally lose the seed. I think if you don't wait for the plant to fully grow, there's a chance for you to destroy the seed when you try to pick up the plant too early. But if you let it die out due to weather, you get the full seed back. So there's no chance of losing it if you let it die out, from what I know. If someone is able to prove to me that that is wrong in the future, I will come back to that and make sure that you guys know. But as far as I know, we get 100% of the seeds we put in. And it looks like the ice has made the plots dried out, so if we wait until all the ice melts. Apparently there was a little bit of onions there that grew completely. A lot of onions that grew completely, never mind. Don't know how we're getting prone crops. I guess they died out after they made it all the way. Had I known we had crops here this whole time, I would have picked them up. Alright, I'm pretty sure at this point we do not have any other crops in here. Did I pick up everything? I did. I'm gonna make sure that all the grass is out of here. I could use the scythe to grab multiple things at once, but the scythe only picks up half the grass. It's like the part of the grass that you get from the knife that you use for the pit kiln. The scythe only gets that. It doesn't take away the grass the first time like punching it does. I think we'd have to use the scythe twice in order for it to get rid of the grass. I don't know if that made sense the way that I explained it. It should. Okay, with how far that we've gotten with this plot, I am 100% sure that we have no other crops in here. I'm surprised that this much grass has grown over here, though. And then the next area that would have crops is the one further south. It would be this one here. That might have crops on it. I think I just saw a long row of crops halfway into the plot there. And then that has a lot of grain. So this area has a bunch of crops. Throw all that up there. Onions. 63 turnip seeds. It's a lot of turnips. Let's see if we get any amount. Oh, that wasn't English. We do have a small amount of crops from that. We just got a few carrots. I would be very surprised if we got anything else. Oh, we got some soybeans. Only a few, but that still is nothing, or more than nothing. Alright, with that, I can guarantee that none of the rest is grass, or the rest is grass. Let's do 2 blocks from right here, because I can tell that nothing further left is crops we actually want. Seed-wise, I mean. So this would be all of our grain. And once this is all ready to plant in, we're going to have to look at the nutrients and see what nutrients we can place back in here. I don't know if because we waited the winter, if the nutrients are already returned to this area. It's hard to tell when I can't see it. I mean, it does say nutrients level is 31.7% in nitrogen. So maybe we are waiting. No idea. All of that is picked up. Let's throw seeds up in there. I need to actually empty out my inventory. I got everything but the pineapple, parsnips, and rye seeds in there, which is surprising that those were the 3 that were missing. The pineapple seed, that makes sense, but the rest, not really. And there is not a single seed in this plot, because it would have been the very first row. That's all regular grass. So we must have just picked up seeds for over here. Or for that plot, I mean. Not the one that we're currently in. Let's pick up all of this. This is mostly our flax. Alright, we got 38 flax out of that, and 1 rye? Really? 1 rye and a few cassava seeds. Okay, we have a stack and 16 flax seeds. Alright, let's go put the stuff in our refrigerator area. I am checking these 2 plots in the corner, which shouldn't have anything. How are the bees doing? Weather is too cold for the bees to fly. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. I'll have to keep an eye on the minimap to see how many white squares are in our fields. You know what? I don't want these. You can stay in that box. Alright, we got a bunch of leather. Are you guys ready to see how much leather we have? That needs to be this again. We'll throw that in there. Actually, that has carrots for some reason. I think we want to put turnips in here as well. Well, not like that. We want turnips in here along with soybeans. Okay, so this has 25 leather. This has another 25 leather. This has 15. This also has not 15, it has 6. This has 24. This has 24. And this one has 16. This should be empty. It is. So we have 2 stacks and 7. Alright, where is all of our extra strong tannin? Right there. So we are going to go like this. Move it all into this barrel. And that 2 liters right there. We're going to put this on the ground. We're going to come over here and grab the weak tannin from this. Now that we have our barrels opened again. And the last 2 liter there. And that's going to go over here. So now we're only waiting for these 3, which are roughly halfway done. Let's go put all of this leather over here. all the leather in the world goes in here now. Okay. Now, we go check on the pigs. Because if the pigs have given birth, we have a lot of fat that we can take care of without having to leave the farm. Chickens won't give us any. They only give us feathers. We can know if they've given birth by the fact that we would hear squealing and they'd be trying to attack us. If I look at them, is pregnant, is pregnant, is pregnant. How long do they take before they are giving birth? Let's do a quick Google. So, pregnancy. Sows become pregnant after consuming 10 portions of the food while a well-fed boar is nearby. Gestation lasts approximately 25 in-game days, resulting in 2 to 6 piglets. After birth, sows have a 6 to 11 day cooldown before they can breed yet again. 25 in-game days, 9 days per month is more than 3 months. No, it's almost 3 months. So we have to wait until March. Sometime in March we should have more pigs. I also just realized that with Regus raiding into me that I have my own stream open. Okay, so we have a while before they're ready, but when they are ready, we should be getting a lot of fat from them. Where do we want to go? We probably want to go to where those bighorn family is that we still have opened up with the pink apple. So let's go on a trip. Try and get more of the map thawed out, because we still have a lot of snow out here. Are we going to this one? No, we're not going to the rooster. We're going way out here. Alright, I did not grab any food. We should grab food. That berry tree scared me. I do see bees. But it says weather is too cold for bees to fly. But I do see bees out and about. That's wonderful. Trying to run without changing my direction. And I actually did it. I am impressed with myself. Alright, we should be able to eat one of these, I think. No, we need to wait a tiny bit longer. We're just barely at 8 bars of hunger. We need to be slightly lower than 8 bars. Because our pies are like 710, not 700 or 690. Oh, there's some gravel here, or some sand. I can't wait to get into using mortar. We're going to be using that to make a wall around our area. Try and make a castle-like area. I think we might be playing this for 2 years before we finish the story or the dream. What's that? Oh, it's raccoons. Okay. Not too important for us. I should try to get rid of some of these leaves while we're out here, because there's so many of them. It'll make it easier for me to see animals that we're trying to kill for fat, especially if it's like a deer. There's some fox, raccoon. I don't think we want any raccoons. That's peat. That's not high fertility soil. Should I have grabbed the metal armor? Maybe. We are also on hour 10 of our stream. So for anyone who may have been here for the whole 10 hours, thank you for staying. Not sure many people would have been here for all 10 hours. Oh, those are deer. At least I think they were deer. I'm gonna try to get high ground on them so I can see where they run. There's also copper right in front of me. Where did they go? Is that them right there in the grass? If I just go like this? That missed. I think we might want more than one spear. Because now I have to go get that spear while chasing them away. So if I go like this and just cross this and try and like chase them downhill, it might make it easier for me to see where they go. They're gonna get up right about now. I'm gonna stop, so hopefully they stop running. And I missed. Okay, down into the water more. Let's see if I can get it now. Nope. Copper. I don't know if that was the same copper that I saw earlier or not. There we go. Now I hit it. That one's going way too far. Where did the other one disappear to? The other one is right there. And we killed it. The other one is walking back. I tried to hit it. I doubt it's going to stay long. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to stay. How far did it just run? Oh no. That's two holes that are right here. Let's not do that again. Really, how far did it just run? There's another hole right here that just goes straight down. That goes very far down with water there. If it stayed nearby, it wouldn't be this far out. I don't think. There it is. Okay, I'm watching where it goes. It stopped right before that ridge. You know what I should do? I should probably go above it. So I'm trying to keep it in the center of the screen, at least where I think it is. I'm going to try to chase it back into the water. There we go. Think right there? Nope. Alright, where is the other animal? We're gonna get that. It was somewhere near this hole, right? There it is. I heard a wolf. It was very faint. Okay, let's see if we can get close enough to this. Nope, it's gonna run away. Okay. We're gonna stop trying for that. Back to the bighorns that may or may not still be there. I never know if animals despawn after you see them in the area. Or if they only can be hunted by predators. Let's try and take an easier direction here. This must have been me looking to see if it was a meteor or not. I saw a staircase that looks like I dug it out. Am I doing the right thing going around this? Yes, I am, in a way. We are going to have to go through a forest. There is a Dugong in chat. Dugong is a Gen 1 Pokemon. I know for a fact that we have seen it before. I have not caught it, though. Is that an unmarked fruit tree? It is. What are those? Are those the wolves that I was hearing? There's 2 wolves and a bear. Alright, if both me and Gino don't have Dugong, I'm gonna assume that maybe we haven't seen Dugong. I feel like I have seen it. This is a cherry tree. I do, in fact, want cherries. Let's make this red. And pin it. I have the olive tree pinned. We have a lot of the other fruits. Red apple, or yellow apple, and... Is it peach? Are they peaches? I think it's peaches. Yellow apples and peaches. Okay, that's raccoon. Where are the 2 things that I thought were wolves? All 3 animals that I did see were in this opening. Congratulations, Gino! I also caught it, but congratulations. Maybe I saw raccoons and a bear. I know I saw a bear. I don't know where said bear has now gone to, or where the 2 dogs I saw were. There are a lot of quartz trunks here. I don't see any of the 3 animals that I did see. Only one of them scares me because we can't take on a bear without multiple spears to be thrown at said bear. The wolves we can take on because I can... Oh, there's the bear. I'm trying to run back to it. There's the first hit. We killed the bear. For anyone who was stuck in the ads and did not get to see us kill this bear, you're gonna have to wait and see. You know what? No. We are gonna do a clip. How do I clip? I've never done a clip on my channel. Clip, copy the clipboard. What is that? What? Hold on. I don't know what I meant by clipboard. Oh, right there. Look at that. Let me just edit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the entire attack. Okay. From first hit, do I get all the way to killing the bear in 30 seconds? Yes, I do! Let's do... Didn't edit the portrait layout. I don't think I want to edit the portrait layout. Yes. Okay, chat. Once it updates, I'm going to put the clip in chat, and then I have to add that to our Be Right Back scene for the next time we go into the Be Right Back scene. Okay, so here is this. Add that. If you guys want to see that whole thing when you were in ads, there is now a clip. It took me a little too long for me to do a clip of my own channel, but we got there in the end. We are now slowed down quite a bit, so the next bear that I see I'm probably not going to be able to take out. But I should be able to still take on a pack of wolves, because they don't hit as hard as a bear does. I think if we did not have any armor on, that the bear would have killed me in those 2 hits that it did get on me. Why does this look so weird? It is medium soil, but it looks like high fertility soil. And this area is going to have a lot of snow still because, well, one, it was away from us, and also it's a higher elevation. Right, how many mountains are we gonna have to go over? It looks like I have to go over that mountain before I get to the bighorns. I keep wanting to call it Longhorn, and I think it's because I'm just thinking of not the fast food, a restaurant. Copper. Is this all larch trees? Larch seems relatively not rare. Is that a hole in the tree? No, it's just grass with moss. I see resin. I see you, resin tree. I'm coming. I'm gonna get you. I hear goats. There we go. I marked it. Yeah, I definitely do have to go over this. Actually, do I? I might be able to go around this way. I'm probably gonna have to go over a hill at some point that's that height, but I don't think I have to go over it right now. We just keep heading west, slightly not on the hill, but near it. We shouldn't have to go too many times up and down. Alright, that is the ruins near where the big horns are. So we're almost there. How did I jump a farther distance? That's a shiver. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's a shiver out here. Okay, now that I see it, I feel more confident on taking it out. Where did it go? Is it running from me? I think it was running from me. There you go. It can keep running. I'm not gonna chase after it. It's not like it gives us a lot of stuff anyway. Have some raccoons over here. I remember why we came out here the first time. We were looking for salt way out here. Alright, so this was a bunch of ruins that we went through. Actually, it doesn't look like we went through this at all. This would be dug out and opened if we went in here. Yeah, there is a chest, I think. Oh, it's right here. This is the chest. So I never broke this, but there's nothing in it. So maybe we did look at it and I just didn't make it obvious. Staircase to nothing. There's a rift. Somewhere in the rift should be a longhorn family. There's a deer over there. There's a longhorn family. And there's goats over to the right, a deer to the left. I have only 3 spots left open. I could possibly take these on. In the event that I can't. I'm gonna do a little something over here to make a little hole for them to go into. Do a little of that, and add these just so that they don't climb out. Where did they all go? Oh, there's 2. All right. Hit and run. Nope, you're running away. Okay. We're chasing you then. And we killed it with the third hit. Where is the other two? I see one. There's the longhorn that I have to worry about the most. The big guy. Okay. We made a spot for me to corral them into, but then we got them in the water. I pretty much did the same thing. Now I need a way to get home quicker. So I think what I'm going to do is go back to where that rift was and just hope that the drifters and others take me out quickly. Hello, Shiver. Can you let me be right here? Thank you. Give me a couple more times. No, don't run away. You know what? I'll even make it easier. Hello, Drifter. You're more welcome to hit me, aren't you? I'm surprised there's not more. Where you gone? Where you gone? I'm gonna kill you as you kill me. We both died. We died together. In battle. We go to Valhalla. Are we... Do we have the lag thing? Alright, last time we noticed that right as we were going to close out of the game that we could see. So I'm waiting to test that theory. But it looks like perhaps maybe the mod doesn't always work. Or it seems like every time I kill something as I'm dying, it does this blackout screen. Which does seem to not let me see before leaving the game. So we're going to leave and go back in. Hopefully that will reload the game in a good way. While that's loading in, check my phone. Nothing important. Alright, that's the last message to pop up before it does ... So that means we're about to pop in and right about now. The game lagged for a moment there. I want to put this on. I think the game loaded. Words. Froze. Can I put this on? There you go. Let's eat. And this can go back up there. We're gonna grab all of this and we are gonna do another prediction. So, if the animals go... or the fat from animals go by size. Let's do prediction on these. So the... You know what? What I could do is just do the math by clicking on this. If I look at deer, this just says deer. It doesn't say what kind of deer it is. But I know we've had pampas, which honestly looks like this. We might not get any fat from that. I'm gonna assume that we're not gonna get fat from that. That is a rotted bear. That would be a black bear, which can give 1 through 3. Oh, I never chose the outcome of the last one. I don't remember what the outcome one was, but I know it was more than 4. So whoever voted for less than 5 did not win. I do remember that. We're gonna start another one. Okay, so 3 is the max of that. Then we have sheep. Okay, that did not do it, right? Okay, what about bighorn? So bighorn iwi. That gives 2. We have 2 of those, so that would be 7 total. And I'm gonna guess that the male can also do the same number. Yeah. Okay, so the numbers are still the same. We just don't have the more than 10 option of our prediction. The max we can get is 10. Okay, so there is a 2-minute prediction going live now. Hopefully you can win some points on trying to figure out how much fat we're going to get. We can either get 9 total. No, wait. That's 6. Yeah, plus another 3 is 9. We might get something from this deer, but I'm pretty sure it is a baby, which means that we don't get any fat from it. So that 10 is really there if you think that deer is going to give us a piece of fat, and you think that the other animals are going to give us the max amount of animal. Didn't mean to place it down, but that's pretty cool that I can do that. What I meant to do was this, because I need to be able to pick these up, because I didn't realize that I still had them here. Now I need to run back and forth trying to pick all these up. Trying to do smallest to largest. Yeah, that's definitely a baby. There's no way we're getting any fat from that. Arguably should have let that grow up before I killed it. I think it's just one more. Okay, poll is closed. No one voted on it, which is fine. But now I have to see how much we get. I'm gonna guess we get a total of 6. So that should be nothing. Why did it not give us... Oh, hold on a second. Did it go outside? I heard something fall. Doesn't look like it gave us anything, but it made a noise like we got an item. Did it, like, go down here? No. That's odd. Why did it make the noise if we didn't get anything from it? I wasn't expecting to get anything from it, like, drastic, but... Still think we should have got something if it made noise. Anyway. I'm gonna guess one from here. Yep. One from this one. I'm gonna guess 2 from this one. Oh, I was wrong on that one. This one I'm gonna say 2 again. We should have 5. Hey, that one I was right. Okay. So they were all 1 shy. Now let's go put all of these down here. So you go into here. Black also goes in there. Sort all that. Oh, that's cool. Lime goes before pelts. I never sorted them that way, so I didn't know. Some of our food turned into rot. You know what? I think I might just let the meat spoil because we have so much of it. I'm not really ready to make more food yet. I think we'll just let it... Ugh, how did you get here? Yeah, get away. Oh, if it kept going, I would have killed it. Doing my area here. We have 7. I needed, I think, 15. So we have to keep going on more hunts. It's unfortunate. I think I might want to bring the metal armor this time. What do I go and hunt at? Where, I mean. Maybe we go northwest? Trying not to hunt in the same area every single time. Should probably bring more food. I'm gonna deal with it. We might starve on the way there. We might die to not being able to heal because we don't have enough food. But we'll see what we do. Should I have planted food? Maybe. What was that? Oh, there's a deer. If it wasn't nighttime and me going into a heavy leafed area, I would try for it. You know what? We're not really in a heavy leaf area. But I can't see very well. Do I know that trader? I think I do know that trader. We are kind of chasing this deer. It is kind of letting us get close. So I will take a try at it. Alright, we hit it once. If we can chase it enough to hit it again, we might be able to take it out. Keeping an eye on it. I'm trying not to follow it. It went across the water, but I can't see where it went. I'm gonna have to make it get up. I think I lost it. Alright, if I take the light off, can I see any better? That might be it right there. Right above my cursor. Because it's obviously not going to be near me, and I don't think... it's in the grass. I'm looking for anything that's just not green. Like, I see a lot of flowers. You guys might not be able to see anything. Especially on YouTube when it's darker. But there is something right directly above the cursor, and it looks like it's moving faintly. No, now that I have it in the corner of the screen near the minimap, it looks like it's just a bunch of leaves. It does bother me that I can't see it. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. Oh, I don't want to eat the pie. Stop right there and throw. We got it. That's one animal out of our 5. And we didn't even get to the forest that we're trying to get to. We're close to it, though. This is the forest. And also looks like it's becoming daytime. At 2 in the morning? Really? Wow. Was not expecting that. That's flax. The only thing I cared about there. Right, raccoons. Raccoons can give us hide, but I don't think they're going to give us anything bat related. I don't think they're worth trying to hunt unless you need meat, because they would probably give you a small amount of meat. I'm trying to stay out of the leaves as much as I can, just to try and see a little bit further, but I don't think... There's a hole in the tree over here. I don't think I can stay out of them for very long. Nope, it was just the leaves. Making it look like there was a hole in it. Alright, so this entire area is gravel land, so I don't think we're going to find anything other than a small game. I'm going to try going north and see if the wide open area up here that has no trees, it might have anything. Hi, Mama. Because at least over here, there's no trees in the way. I also noticed that we haven't had a single issue on our stability. So a place like this biome that we're currently in, the gravel area, I'm pretty sure it's always a unstable area, so our temporal stability would be going down. We'd have a gear between our health and hunger bar that would be rapidly spinning to the left. And I think I did the setting that made it negate that. Okay, I'm not seeing anything out this way. Other than a few pieces of resin here and there. Let's go see if this is an ocean on the other side of the trees, or if it's just a little pond. I really thought there would have been something out here. Peridotite gravel? Out this way? Really? We're that close to peridotite? Peridotite has Olivine, which is an ore used for refractory bricks tier 2, I believe. It could be used for tier 3 as well, but I don't think it's used for tier 3. There's even sand right here. This is a beautifully green area. I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eye that are not actually there. That's just stone. So is this just a pond? It is, in fact, just a pond. There is a trader, though. Let's go to the trader. Is that a ruin as well? No, that's just a weird-looking tree. No, it is a ruin. Look at that. I was just a few feet, or a few steps, I should say, away from where we could see it. I am looking for copper or any other type of ore. Like right here. I had a feeling there'd be something out here. There's another ruin right there. We'll take a look at that ruin. That looks like one that would have a translocator hidden on it. We'll come say hi to the trader and then head over there. Excuse me, sir. May I know your name? Your name is Noan. Noan, you're a clothing merchant. What do you have? Gamison armor. Gamison helmet. We're gonna buy that for sure. What else do you have? Merchant shoes. Minstrel boots. A warm robe. I have a minstrel hat. We could do like a whole minstrel outfit if we found enough of it. Merchant shirt and merchant shoes. Tempting. Do I have enough for all of them? I just add that. That is total cost is 15. We have 40. We could do that and just try to get a whole merchant outfit because we now have access to a sewing needle. So these two pieces would go where our fur coat is, which we don't actually need anymore. So I'm gonna buy that. We're gonna put on the Gamboized helmet for sure, and then I'm gonna switch out our warm stuff. Well, that doesn't go down. We can keep the warm coat on. Alright. Thank you, sir. Let's just add you to the list of cool looking people. You're gonna be clothing trader, you're gonna be that, and you're gonna be blue. On to you. who I am about 90% sure has translocator hidden up in the top. Because this looks like all the other runes that we saw that were in water that had translocators. More bony soil. I'm going to take the path blocks while we're here too. I see a hole in the tree. This time I know for sure. It's right there. So I guess this whole trip isn't completely a bust. Just mostly. Let's see what this hole in the tree has. There's another rune way out here. Let's see it in the corner. Oop. I'm not even looking at them, just picking up, throwing it, so I can get everything. We got some useful things, like rice, sunflower, not really, flax. Okay, we don't need the carrots, we have enough of that. And we probably don't need the rice seeds, but the sunflower and the pineapple we would want. And pumpkin? I'm gonna say no to pumpkin. I'm also gonna say no to this, grain. Don't know why we had all that grain. Let's go back into the room. It actually does not look like it has a translocator in it. Let's dig up all of this. It does look like it could have had something. Maybe there's a basement here. I mean, it does have a little bit underneath. Looks like it's just bony soil that's underneath here. Yep, I knew stones were going to fall at some point, and that would hurt. Oh, there's a vessel underneath here. Looks like it has rice. I don't want this. I also don't want these. That didn't work. I'll keep the rice until we don't have storage. There's more paths over here. Another vessel. Another 2 vessels. What did you have? You had stone tools, don't care about them. You had forage stuff, so you have beanades. I am definitely going to be throwing these randomly. As soon as we figure out what's up here. Because that tower would usually have a translocator. There's some resin. I knew there was going to be a resin tree over here. It does have a translocator. Look at that. They're all the same. Do that. Red for not done yet. And click on that. You have 2 different chests. Gears. And elk medallion. I'll take the dry grass. I don't really need the elk medallion. Place on the brow of a tamed elk to claim ownership. You can only claim 1 elk at a time. Elks are a part of the story. I'll take the scroll. I'll leave the elk thing. I'll break that so we don't think it's got something in it. Let's go label the resin that's over here. That's probably not an ocean. And we have gone quite far from our home. What is that? Is that where all our seeds are? Yes, that's our trash pile. Here's a little bit more resin. Can I see those ruins on the map? Probably that. That's definitely not an ocean. Let's go this way. Let's go west. West leads to a new forest. Also leads to more resin. Here's some resin there. Resin here. Copper. More copper. Leaves in my face. Thought that was even more copper, but it's not. Cave I thought was very deep, but is not. See a raccoon. I found chickens. But a little chick, look at the little chick. He's a cute little key. Not really interested in any of the berries that are over here. We have quite a few blueberries. We have a lot of cranberries. We have some black currants. I think the thing that I want to pick up, if we picked up anything berry related, would be the white currants. They seem to be the most rare. Alright, what is this forest looking like? This forest is looking like it goes more south than it does west. And I am looking for anything. Not raccoon or fox related. And we're getting a lot of lag spikes because we are loading in new things. This happened a lot when we first went exploring. Thought that tree was something moving. I think we're having that issue again, chat. We're not going to find anything. Let's go southwest. Should keep us in the trees, or we might end up finding something. We have the bee needs if we want to take some extra damage off of an animal. Like a bear, if we went into one, we can just throw a few bee nades. There are 2 pieces of resin right there. We are still in a peridotite area. More copper. A little bit of a clearing right here. I don't know if maybe I'm just moving too fast for me to see the animals. That also looks like a fruit tree. But it's not, it's just birch. There's a rabbit. Rabbits won't give us any fat. There's a trader right here. Oh, hello. There's 2 wolves. Where's the other wolf? There it is. I missed it. It's gonna run. We know the other one is near the trader, so that shouldn't be too hard to find. I think I need to go to here and then throw it. Nope. Dang, it's gonna get away because it's gonna go into a leafed area. You know what? I don't think those bees went out. Oh, they are going after the wolf. Now they're going after me. Damn, this wolf just won't stop running. I mean, eventually it's gotta stop, right? Oh, kill the raccoon. Oh, come on. That was so close to hitting it. Get in my bag. Tired of you. I mean, look at how far we ran just to try and catch that. We ran all the way back to traders we've seen. Where's the trader that we came out at? Probably right here. Yeah, it is. I think it healed a little bit by killing that raccoon. But anyway, let's go back. Hopefully find that other wolf that's on the ground somewhere. We didn't get hurt too much from all this. That is a lot of purple flowers. A lot of heather. Maybe this is the spot to come up and get flowers for when we do a flower field later on. For the bees. We getting close to... Yes, we are. Alright, we're back to a granite area, unfortunately, over here. If we lose that wolf on the ground, I'm not going to be too upset by it. I was more concerned on trying to catch the wolf that was running away than trying to get the one that was right here. Is that no, that's a gear. This area is relatively lit up. I want to take a look in here. That's Olivine right here. Okay. Hello, Danger Shiver. You're a deep shiver. I'm gonna just keep hitting you in the water. Well, we're gonna take this Olivine right now. This is a big find to just naturally run into. Especially if it just keeps going. Alright, get that water out of here. I don't know how expansive Olivine is. I'm gonna hope that it's not like iron. Because we do want to get that wolf. Luckily, we're nearby where the wolf should be. Wait, why didn't this get marked? I guess Olivine's not... Oh, that's gonna open into... water, yeah. So it looks like this Olivine node goes underneath the little lake that they have here. Luckily, I'm not picking up any of the peridotite stones. For those that don't know, Olivine only spawns in peridotite. Does not spawn in any other stones. And you know what? Let's take a quick look at this. So it gets crushed into crushed olivine, and then it's an ingredient for unfired refractory brick tier 2, which also needs crushed bauxite, which is just a stone. We know where that is. We also need crushed quartz. Now, if I look at this, I want to see refractory. Refract? It is refract. So I want to look at tier 3. That is the same stuff, but it also names ilmenite. Ilmenite is titanium. Alright, that says granite, basalt, so it's in most stones, it seems. Let's look at any of the stuff that I've already done here. If I look at ilmenite, that's not in here at all. Inspect everything. Can I see ilmenite up here? Or is it called titanium on this? That's lignite. I'm not seeing on this. Okay. Where is sphalerite? Why is it stuck on sphalerite? Oh no, it's not. I'm just not looking at the right spot. Nothing there. Really, there's nothing. Oh, we didn't go in there. Hematite, chromite, rhodochrosite. Gold in that spot. More gold. Starts with an I, so I'm just looking for anything that has an I as the first letter. Not seeing anything there. We only have a little bit over here. I'll look for it. I'd be surprised if we found it, honestly. Right, nope. Bituminous coal, that's the other coal. No, we didn't find it already. Okay. We'll just pick up as much of this as we can. This doesn't seem as expansive as iron, but there is a lot. We might just go for a full stack and then call it there. And that should be the full stack. Alright, let's do that. Hello, Boathorn, that's not currently trying to shoot at us, but will when I get closer. Look how far this goes. Don't know what that Boathorn was trying to shoot at if I wasn't in sight. You're gonna hit me. And there's more lignite over there. Or not lignite. Oh, that's a ruin. Alright, I need to go like this. So right on top of that cave, I'm gonna put Olivine. And you're gonna be like a bright green. And this button, that. You're gonna be set forever. And I wanna look in this ruin. Well, hello. Cracked vessel food. Chest. Scribe gloves, no. Orange, brown. Yes, we will take you. Or you on the ground. Tools. We won't need tools. There's something right there. Food, maybe. There's 2 things of food. Let's look at the 2 things of food. That's flax. That's not flax, but we don't need that. And tools are always going to be flint. I see this. Okay, there's a chest there, there's a chest there. Festive cat mask, I think that is important. For a specific crafting recipe, unless that is a mod. Which it appears to be. Anything important in here? Oh, there's a cross shoot! And a storage master's blueprint. Jonas blueprint. Scroll. Okay, there's some important stuff down here. We're gonna want to come back to this at some point, so I'll put that red, keep that up there. And now I have to get out of here. I was curious about what's over here. Because aside from the Olivine reaching very far over this side, there is a Kaputops in chat. That's a Gen 1 fossil. Which apparently I have. We are also within our last hour of today's stream. But this leads to nowhere. What about the cave that's like up more? Doesn't look like it leads to anywhere. Why is there grass underneath the stone? It's odd. Anyway, let's get out of here. Did we look at the trader that's over here? We did not. So that means we still have not picked up the... is this grass? That is dry grass. We don't need dry grass. Two. Okay, here is the trader. So there should be a wolf somewhere. Right there. Oop. Hello, sir. May I know your name? You got... thing there. Furniture trader. Do you have anything cool? You do have some cool paintings. Everything else I'm not really too happy about, but you have a bog fort painting, traveler's solitude, painting cow. Okay, I can kind of see a trader with a cart and a cow. And then we have Seraph. The only thing I kind of liked was the bog fort. But since I don't have inventory space, we're going to ignore that. But you are a furniture trader. And it looks like we came out this way before. Because we have some resin over here. Oh, that's right. We came way out here and found the ruins that are over this way. And we never realized that there was peridotite over here. I am surprised. It is also very hot in here. Taking off the blanket. How many more animals do we need? We only need 2 more animals if we find any. So I'm hoping that we run into some wolves again. They're usually in packs of 2. Hopefully we don't get a cowardly wolf that tries to run away after it attacks us a few times. On some resin. It looks like we already knew about that resin. We also already knew about this resin. So it looks like we might have been going towards that trader. No, we went up this way. Or no, that's the way we came in, and then we went downwards. Now this, on the other hand, the hole in the tray that we recently found. Never mind. Get me out of the tree leaves. Bunch of resin, and we're at the ruins that I kind of remember. I hear you. I heard that growl. Don't know where it is, but I heard a growl. Oh! That's not a growl. That's a bear. I'm just gonna go for a quick swim. I think it's nice for our health, you know? Cools us off, keeps us nice and safe. I think we came out here once before. I think this is where we were trying to find or fight a few wolves. Maybe that's the same bear. That'd be quite worrisome if it was the same bear. I'm gonna try... That is very scary when you're not expecting it to happen. I'm just gonna go like this because I want to survive the bear attack. I don't know why it's just hitting us and then running away. Luckily, our armor took the most of the hit. I feel like this bear is part of the Lorax. Where did it go? Oh, there you are. Hello? Are you just not going to attack? Why does it look like it's just walking away? It is just walking away. What kind of bear is just running away from? Wow, there you go. No, 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 no. Thought it was gonna run away. Alright, I have a bunch of pine seeds, so one. I'm gonna watch it turn into a seed or sapling. There we go. And a wolf nearby? Nice. I guess 1, 2, 3. Should be able to grow on sand. That one won't because I drew it on a flower, but what I wanted to do was just get rid of that spot. Okay, so I thought that I was down here, but I'm not. Let's go down there. I am going to get rid of the armor here. And that should give me a little bit of room. Let's throw the dirt up there. We have some bee needs. We can throw to get the upper hand. We are quite slow, and I think that's just because of how many animals we have in our pocket. So when we get back home... I think that's going to be it for today's stream. We know about this. What is right there? That's just a bunch of mushrooms. And one little piece of snow. Hello, wolf. Can you be my last wolf? Or my last animal to kill? Thank you. We now have a full backpack. Hello, Resin. Hello, Ruin. Oh. Hello indeed. Torch holders. Or just one. I'm gonna guess that there's nothing behind here. Yeah. I pretty much just ruined that. Let's grab some... Oh, there's another thing. Alright, in this is a bunch of rot and some human skulls. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go like this. And pick those up. I'm gonna want to do this. Because we definitely want the bony soil that's down here. We do already have a spot in our inventory for it. That was underneath the bones over there. Okay. So the only other thing we would need from here is maybe the vessel. Can I pick up the vessel? Is there anything in my inventory I can get rid of? This is now dried. We can get rid of the bees. I need a way to get out of here. You know what? We'll just lose 2 pieces of dirt. So that I can go like this. That did not go down there. Okay. Can't stop them from getting out that way if they do come out, but... Oh, I wanted the vessel. Alright, we're going in. I hear another wolf. Are you able to get out there? You're not able to get out there. No, they're stuck in there. There's another wolf. I'm gonna let it kill us. I hear you. Oh, hello, wolves. If you wouldn't mind, take a few bites out of me. Oh, there's 3 wolves. Neat. Okay, so we got a cool looking vessel. That's always a plus. We got a few things here. This goes in there. We are gonna go and put our boots in there as well. The borax, that's our salt. We should probably put all of our salt in the kitchen area and grind that all down. I don't think I have room for the scrolls. So we're gonna have to throw it in here. This is just gonna be our trash compactor area. Not trash compactor, or just our dump spot. This is gonna have the Olivine. Then we only have things that we can hide away. So we have almost a full stack of bony soil yet again. Just from a few ruins. I'll be doing that off stream. Yeah, stack and 1. That's nothing you guys need to see again. Did I just see a straw bed? I did. Let's get rid of this. You know what? Actually, just throw you in the corner that I mined you out of. Alright, path tiles in here. And now... that says a large deer. That probably means fully grown, but I'm not sure. Because the other ones just said deer. Large deer dead. That doesn't help me know. But it also says large deer dead. So I'm gonna assume that might give us some fat. So let's do yet another prediction. The outcome was 6, so it was 5 and 10 of the last one. Let's do one more prediction for those who are lurking. You might get some extra points. So we have a bear, which can have 3. We have 3 wood. Well, we actually have the same amount of animals. So we're just going to use the same prediction. You guys have 2 minutes to predict how much fat we're going to get, starting now. All right, and now we have to figure out a way to pick up all these animals. So I'm just going to go in here and toss that bear out. Just so that I can go like that, and then... okay, that... there may be more than 10 fat in this entire bag. Can't pick things up if my hand has something. You guys have about 1 minute left of the poll, or the prediction. I think I have one more animal. Yep, the bear. That took a few extra hits. Are any of these buckets? Yes, they are. I need a bucket. You're pretty much full. Uh-oh. Oh, that one's not full. Okay. For a second, I thought we didn't have a place to put the blood. Empty, 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 empty. Okay. Is the prediction ready? Nobody put any points in, that's fine. Let's just come down here and put away all of our food. Why are we lagging? Why are we lagging severely? Have it. We have a lot of food here. Okay, that is spoiling. We're gonna leave that next to the rot here. That's also spoiling. Do that. I want to pick up all of this. Sort. Where are we keeping rot? Rot is right there. I want to do this. This. A pelt. Beeswax. And dry sinew. That gives us a long bow. We now have a bow. We also now have a barrel's worth of rot. So let's go make some fertilizer. Not blood. We throw a whole stack in there, we'll get 16 when that's done in 20 days. I didn't realize that's how long it takes for that to finish. And I'm going to assume that this is full. It is, in fact, full. We have 3 barrels worth of blood. Anyway, put the cleaver back. Let's see how much fat we get from this. Hopefully we don't have to do another hunt for a little bit. So we got 2. We have 3. Five. All right, we already lost the first option of the prediction. That is now 7. We're already done with the second option. Let's see if we get 3 out of this. Ooh, it is option number 3 between 5 and 10. Which I think is how much we got the last time. Because I think we got 6 last time. On the other hand, that should be enough to get some of these axles going. So let's put all of the hides in there. If I get around to it, I might do some more hides off stream. That is a bear hide. I saw that. So this longbow is going to be for when the ornate spear is broken, which we're like a third of the way broken. Probably should have grabbed some food while I was in there because I wanted to go out here. So that I can put the seeds away. Why am I going in there? I don't want to go in there. I want to go into here and make a bunch of axles. I did not write down the amount of axles that I need, but I remember it being 30, which seems like an odd number to stop at. But we actually have 15 pieces of fat. We could do 30. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, we could just do max amount and that would do all the fat that we have. Don't know why I was counting it out. That. Oop, oop, oop. We're gonna go down into... Okay, why is that only 15? Does it only stack to 15 and there's another 15 in a chest? Yes. That honestly did scare me. So that should bring us up a block in front, a block above the wood. It's 5 per 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wood. Two, 3, 4, 5. 2 wood. I'll go over there. I need that. That's annoying. We're gonna have to jump down from up there. That's dirt. 1, 2, 3. That goes into the other room. That's unfortunate. 2, 3. That's at the door. That's not a good spot for that. I had a feeling it was going to be something stupid like that. And this goes to here. Alright, let's make sure I got everything that's down here, because it doesn't look like I'm picking up everything. Alright, back upstairs. Purposely falling down into the holes. That could stay open. That would be helpful. I don't think we lost anything over here. It does go into the other room, so I'm not sure. And if this could stay open, that would be very nice. There is a setting for me to disable to keep the doors from opening and closing. Alright, if we did over here, it'd be 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. We just have to be careful over on top of that. 2, 3. 2, 3. Something seems odd here. Like I miscounted and have more than I need. Okay. We could incorporate this room as part of that room. How much damage would that do? No damage at all, as long as I don't get rid of this floor. That goes into outside the building. So if I wanted to, I could have this as the Helve Hammer portion. And the Rock Crusher, or the Pulverizer, in here. That wouldn't be too difficult. That would have to be changed, though. Let's keep this, but move it to here. It'd be like a little chair that we sit on just to make sure that everything's still going to plan. I'm really not happy about the... Wait a minute. We don't fall on that. And then these are kind of perfectly placed because we need to go in horizontally. So I would have the anvil right here. Then 4 blocks away would be the end point of that pulverizer. The end point of this pulverizer would be at the staircase. That's not good. The end of this one would be where we extend it to, and this would be there. So yeah, that staircase is not in a very good spot. If we push the staircase back one, which isn't too bad of an issue, we could do a little bit of this. That right there. Don't know where that's going to end up being, but it's not going to be where it is. 1, 2. Oh, it would be where we can't get up. Unless I put a slab there, that we could use a slab instead. No, that still blocks the staircase. What if I just change where the staircase is altogether? If I place it over here? I don't know, I think that Helve Hammer is more important than the staircase, because we could have all the storage up here in like an attic space instead. Or I could just have all the power come up here and we could put the Helve Hammer up here instead. Which might make more sense. Give me all of these. We could keep the Pulverizer down here. This would be our storage instead. Welcome in, Dotterly. You came in at a perfect time. 1, 2, 3. Up here seems incorrect, but I think that's right. That goes there. This goes here. That's where the end point of the Helve Hammers are. They're all going to reach this point, and they have to be 3 blocks away. Their power comes in here, so this one lines up well. That can just go straight up. This one is not, so they are the second block from the corners. 1, 2, and 3. My eyes are starting to get irritated. since that comes up at the door, we could just move the door over one. That's not a big deal. The power would come all the way up here, then it would go sideways with one gear, and horizontal with the same gear, or maybe it would take 2 gears there. That would be an axle going straight into the Helve Hammer, which would then get at least one Helve Hammer set up. So let's go get our Helve Hammer, just so that we can see visually. That's an axle. Let's also get the Pulverizer over there as well. That's another easy thing to set up. And I am just going to bring this back to how it was. We want that taken out. Nope, that is the Helve Hammer. It's this one. I think we wanted these, so it was here and here. You were there. And then it was 1, 2, 3. Although an issue we have here is that if the stairs are right there where they are, can't really put the Helve Hammer there. Let's see if we can. So this would go here. Just the way it is. Can I put this there? We might be able to do this. I go, no, that's not how I'll do it. Right there. Can I get up? I cannot get up. Okay, so we do need to keep the stairs the way that they were just now. So let's go grab a slab. There's a devotion in chat. Throw all that stuff up there. I need just one slab. Just one little tiny slab. I also need an inventory space so that I can go up the stairs again. Grab that. We're going to put this here, right? No. It goes up one. Put there. This goes here. That 1, 2. And I need you and you, I think. No, we don't need that there. But we do need to put this right here and hope that it continues to work. So we're able to get up here, that's fine. The next thing and the last thing is to put the Helve Hammer on top. So we need to make 3 more of those to do the max output here, and I'm thinking that maybe all of the power goes to whatever is to the left, so we would want the axle power coming from this one to go into here. Or if I go to the right, then I won't have to walk around the power to get... Okay, we're going to do the other direction. We're going to come out from here. So I want to get rid of that. That's going to be a gear. This is also going to be a gear. Put an axle there, and there. And here, then one there. That would be the clutch, actually. So we don't want that. So I need a few gears and a couple clutches. Or the whole transmission area thing. This we're going to bring up. You know what, let's work this way. I think that's the next portion. Could be wrong on that. So that definitely does come up in clutch and transmission. This will come up, which we should probably put the Pulverizer in over here. Where does this get powered? Can't see a thing with this in my face. Can't place it here, there's a block in the way. Is it 3 blocks tall? Huh? It's not 3 blocks tall. What prevented it from in there? Not place block here, there's a block in the way. What if I get rid of this and then try to place it down? And then I can place the block back? Okay, the only thing I needed to know was where to put this. Okay, so it gets powered in the side, and from what I know, items come out of that way. So what I'm gonna want is it to, one, be turned around, so we have it backwards. I'm gonna have to place it facing this direction. If I get rid of this, what happens? That is where the door is. I could move the door over 1. I think that is what I'm gonna do. If I get rid of this door, we get rid of this torch holder. If anything, we're going to place it somewhere else. Nope, not the gears. This and this. Let's place it right here. Pick you up. You are going to go right here. That is facing the correct way. We'll put the pulverizer toggle there. We'll grab the 2 pounders, which has no cap on it, so there's no use for this yet. Oh, that's why. Okay, now I see where the 3rd thing goes. I think I might raise the floor there. Oh, for starters, I can't move it over 1 more. Okay, so this can get risen to the same level as this floor. That's not a big deal. But trying to get to that floor is the issue. Although, if I add a slab right here, what happens? Not like that. We can't put a door on it. That's one thing. I don't think I could put a slab there. And oh, I can! Only the pulverizer toggle thing sticks out a little bit. What if I just move the door over this way? Because we're now going to the right, so that means this power would be going this way. I could walk here to get out. That's what we're gonna do. So put you there. Grab cobblestone. Like that. That should still make that functional. And I don't think I have to change anything else. This does look a little funky, but we can make things look natural. Not like that, though. That has to stay there. This, on the other hand, does not. Would outside look weird if I had the door there and then... I would have to crouch to get out of here. Okay. I don't want to see this working. If we go downstairs, where's our staircase? I want to hear this working. I just take gears from there, here, not that big gear, that could actually have stayed. I don't think this is enough gears, I'm pretty sure I need more than that. We also need... That place is blocked there. Connecting axle must be attached to a block. Oh, I need a solid block in order to attach the gear to it. That is fine. We can do that. What I need, on the other hand, is one entire axle. Right here. Put that on. Then I need one more gear. And you know what? It would be easier for me to just leave this here. No, it wouldn't. Changing my mind. We are going to take off the gears leading to this. Because that saves more than leaving the gears there. And then I think I need... take away that gear. In order for me to have enough gears. I think. I don't think if I put a gear there and here, that is enough. Is it enough? We have the Helve Hammer working! It does work with the one piece floating behind it. And this can go back on. That's exciting. Actually, instead of doing that there, I broke the big one. Didn't mean to break the big one. Place that back on. What I wanted to do was place these back. Let's go grab our anvil and bring it over here. We're also going to grab our wrench so we can rotate that one block. So, you and you. Also going to go grab a pie. So I'm getting rather hungry. I can probably eat a half pie right now. Ooh. Oh, that's not open yet. That has 0.6 days. Grab that, put that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on our way over, we're gonna eat a whole pie. Half a pie. Oh, we didn't eat half. We have 0.3 servings of this. We have 3 bars. Why is there a piece of dirt there? Thought that was a tree earlier. I need to do a little bit of that. That's all we grabbed this wrench for. We didn't even make that wrench. Alright, this anvil is going to go right here. When I place it in, every time that goes down, we're going to hear a noise. Alright, chat, we're getting our things set up. Another thing I want to do is try to get the amount of gears we need for over here. So it's 1, 2, and then however many it takes to connect that together. Do 1, 2. Whoa! No, that's not 1, 2. We actually need 3. Because we need to connect this together. That spins up top. Now mind you, we're going to have toggles on all of these. The pulverizer might have to be downstairs unless we push this back one more, bring it up and in. We could put a clutch pulver thing right there. But for temporary sake, we can do a pulverizer and a Helve Hammer at the same time. All right. If we were to rotate this to being right here, we could put the clutch on the stone. This would be right underneath the Helve Hammer, I think. Yeah, that's the Helve Hammer portion there. That's the back end, this piece. Can we fall through that? That's another thing I want to know. Actually, can't jump on it, so that would be a covered block. That would actually, I think, be better than where I currently have it. It would mean that we could turn this back into a room. No, we can't. I need to move that. I also need to move this. And it gets placed the opposite direction that I'm facing. Do I want it facing this way, or do I want it facing the door? I think I want it facing the door, so I actually did want to place it in this direction. And then you, and then 1, 2... And then we would need a gear right here. Or not a gear, an axle. So we'll just steal one off you. And put you right there. Alright, we have a Helve Hammer and a Pulverizer finally set up. And let's go right there for that. And the rest we'll have to work out how we want it as I get fat. But for right now, I think we are ready to bring all of our smelting stuff over to there. So let's go empty our pockets, and this is probably going to take a little bit to move over. So this is our junk drawer, which has a few things. Wood stuff goes up here. We have some dirt. We have this in our pocket still. Put this back on the hook. This goes in there. Our bow, we actually don't need. Oh! Darley. Sorry if I didn't say hi. Once again, hi, this time showered. And with a cup of coffee, welcome in. I don't know how long, actually I can't see how long ago. That was about 13 minutes ago, I'm sorry. There is an Onyx in chat, that is Gen 1. I have it. And that might be the last Pokemon of the stream. Alright, we need empty chests. We're gonna go place these down, and then we have 1, 2, 3, arguably 4 chests of stuff to bring over. This has just clay in it, which we could bring over as well, because that would be turned into fire clay. Okay, so this stuff is going to be up here, and I'm going to have that there. This is going to be a Helve Hammer that we're going to have to... I can walk in between the Helve Hammers. So there's going to be a 3x3 square right here that I can walk around the anvil. Power-wise... We're going to change how this comes out. The only one that's going to be like this... No, it's not. This one's going to come straight up and go in. This one's going to straight up gear axle into that. We could put the chests right there. At least 2 of them. Then we would have to put the other 2 chests over on this side. Slightly annoying. But anyway, let's attempt to bring all of this stuff over there. We'll worry about how it looks after the fact of moving it. It looks like all the iron first. There is a lot of iron. Now, although I have it still running right now, I'm not going to have the Helve Hammer running 24/7. Don't worry. It is just for show right now. Only this stream. Later on, we're not going to have it running 24/7 like it is right now. I am going to chop this down as well and attempt to start bringing that over. I think we won't be able to pick up everything until we move stuff in. So this is going to start being iron there. The other... Okay, so this is going to be power. Then power to there, but not right here. Our next step is to see if I can place down the iron, or not the iron, just the ingots themselves. So first, we're going to move everything over. If I have ingots on me, I'll try to place them down. That goes in there. But all iron related stuff in there. This is going to be minute stuff. We are increasing from 3 chests to 4, so the next stuff that I'm bringing over is going to be spread out a little bit better. Okay, we also have ingot mold holders, or not ingot mold holders. We have mold holder thing that I can make. That's iron. This is iron blooms. I don't think we need to put anything in there. So, nuggets, ingots, plates, molds, ingots. I think it may be time to see if the mods can be used on the next upgraded version of the game. We're not going to go all the way up to the newest version. Right now we're 2 versions of Vintage Story behind. Not that one. Actually, I don't think I can put anything else in that iron chest. I don't think we need to look at it anymore. We are starting to get to the coal. I don't know why I sorted the bottom chest. Wait a minute, why did that go up there instead of down here with the other rich chunks? That's odd. I'm gonna ignore that, but that's odd. I just realized that we almost went through the 2nd month of this year, so we are actually past a full year. Can I eat this? Yes, I can. We can pick up that last mold. Look at that. Want that there? No, we don't want that there. Nugget, nugget, nugget. Is that considered? That's tin. Look at that. Lead, bismuth, iron, tin. Cinnabar is special stuff. I think I'm going to put the special stuff up here. The Olivine and Cinnabar. Iron goes over here in this chest. Not sure why that wasn't over here. Sort that. Sort that. I don't know why I'm juddering over a little bit. I want to know if I can place this down. We're gonna do that for all the ingots. Just gonna leave them around. It looks like our power is running low. I have a mold on me. So if that is there, we're gonna have power coming out right here. And going straight in. That's an issue. We may have to bring the power up and over to this spot. Or just move it over one. That way I should be able to come out this way, go straight across, go around the power, and then go straight out here if I need to go out here. This isn't going to be used for anything, so I'm not going to expect it to need to be opened. That does mean that I can't put any ingots right there, which is what I was going to do. But I can put ingots here. And we got one tin ingot. We'll place that right there. So my whole plan is to smelt all of this stuff down. Being it's minute bars, so this is going to be all copper bars in one stack. All tin bars in another stack, which is why we have one right there. But what I want to do is one, cut off this. We'll do that by getting rid of that. Put that back in there. And I to go in here and grab other stuff. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to move this entire chest to here. Don't want to pick up anything. I'm just going to throw everything over there. I'm not going to care about how it's orientated. I'll even sort it to make everything annoyed. That is blue clay. That shouldn't be in there. Okay, blue clay can go in here now. So that's empty. This is not empty, but all it has is borax, which should go in the other chest now. This can go in here. Why are there gloves in there? So borax is going to come in here. Salt is going to go into the other building. Borax would be specialty. We can use the pulverizer to pulverize the borax. We don't need to put in the quern. Or does it? This says that it can be grinded. Olivine says pulverizes, so this does need to be ground. Which means the quern. That's going to be thrown up here along with the salt. We're going to take the flour out of there. I have a feeling that flour is expiring quickly in there. No, it says 9 years. That still has 0.3 days. We are, in fact, at the 12-hour mark. Congratulations to everyone that stayed in. I'm gonna throw these in here. Sort all that. The next thing is to move a few things. So this is gonna come out of here. I can't put the torch on the same spot as that side, so it's just gonna go right here. All of this is coming with me. That's coming with me. I'm gonna leave that fire pit there because we may need to warm ourselves up a little bit quicker at some point in time. And I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want another tool rack. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can move around. There is. Nope, didn't mean to put the pick back. That's a full pick. That's also full pick. That is a full pickaxe. Full pickaxe goes there. We now have two tool things. This has nothing in it. I just placed that down and forgot to use it for something. The maple syrup, or maple sap there is not going to grow anymore. Okay, up here. Where can I put this? So power is going to come up right here, go straight in. I need this open, can't put anything there. I can put the forge right here in front of our chest. But I actually should put it over there. Power's going to come up, go straight across. Let's put it here. We could put the fire pit right in front of here. That way, I'm not that far away from smelting. Or I could put the fire pit over on this side. Which would be right there. Because that would be near this. Does a fire pit next to a chest catch the chest on fire? And wait a minute. The plates stack on the ground. I don't know what made me think to try that, but I looked down like, can I do that? Okay, so this looks like a good spot to start with. We have a torch here. I'm gonna change how this is lit up though. I'm gonna do the same thing downstairs. So this is an even number here. That's why the torch was on the right side. That's fine. I want to remove my lantern. So now we have no light other than that torch. I'm gonna put that there, and then maybe 2 torches on this side. This doesn't seem like enough. I'm gonna put 2 torches over here. And then so that this is mirrored. I could put the torch here instead of in here. That way it does both areas. Eventually we're gonna come in here with torch holders. Now that we're up here, the torch holder is going to go right here. And then we have the tool racks, or I could do the tool racks with the torch holder next to it. That might look a little better. And the only reason why the saw is in here is because I needed it for the fat, so place that there. That's probably not going to stay in here. And now I have torches from this side. One there, one here at the top of the stairs. That should keep this relatively lit up. Let's get to smelting. So I'm going to take a piece of coal. We're going to take 3 actually. We're going to grab 2 pieces of blooms, the 2 that we have not fixed since the beginning. And we're going to actually fix them for once. From what Percuss told me, if I do this, warm it up, we should be able to put it on the forge, or on the Helve Hammer, and the Helve Hammer will automatically fix this bloom. We hammered this ourselves, and it was 1 pixel shy of being completed. So if we're lucky, we can fix this with just 1 hammer hit from the Helve Hammer. for those who were in the ad, we are finally heating up the 2 iron blooms that we used our hammer on to try and make it into ingots, and they were shy of 1 voxel, so they were not able to be finished. According to what Percuss told me in the past, if we put it on a Helve Hammer, that Helve Hammer will magically add in that last pixel. So we're finally breaking free from that drawback. So this should go out at 900. Are you ready, chat? Oh, I did it. That felt so good. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm so happy. Go right there. We don't even have to cool it down. Oh, that is wonderful. Let's get this one going. Alright, so while I am doing other homework related stuff, I think another thing I'm going to be doing is all the iron blooms that we have here. We'll see that a stack somewhere is growing in height. I think I am going to keep the iron right there because the power's coming up from here and it's going to go straight into this portion. So I think that's actually a good spot for the iron. I probably should keep this on me, although the temperature's not going down very far or very fast. Oh, now it's going down. That's okay. I do like the amount of detail that they added into this. Like, I can see this actually being created IRL and it actually working. I mean, it's wood, so it would fall apart oddly quick. Or very quick, not oddly. Grab that. Throw that on there. Hit that iron. Now. We're going to turn it into a plate. Which is the only thing we can turn these into on the Helve Hammer. Each hit that it does is 1 hit of a hammer. And we can help it. It does not stop the Helve Hammer from working. If anything, it's like there's 2 hammers going at once. Right now, we don't have a lot of wind, so we're getting a slow Helve Hammer set up here. But just wait until we have enough fat to make 4 Helve Hammers all at once. I'm gonna let it do the last 3. One more hit, and we have an iron plate. This is actually the first iron plate we've ever made. Look at that. Or is it? No, we've made other iron plates. That has the lead. We actually don't have room for this. Right there. My precious. Alright, we are going to set this up to be ready for the clutch system. So that is going to be the next thing we work on fat forgetting. Well, yeah. I think I said that correctly. Fat forgetting. We need a clutch here. Transmission. We're going to need a clutch and transmission up here. That wouldn't take too much fat. I think a clutch and transmission setup is maybe 6 fat each. If I take a look at this one more time. Transmission is 2 gears. So that's 1 fat. 2, 3, because there's 2 gears. If we had the mechanics blueprint, it would be 1 less. So anyway, 3 pieces of fat. if I could spell clutch correctly the first time. The clutch, however, is 2. So we need 5 pieces of fat just to make one of those. So we need a total of 10. We can get rid of this apple that's way out here. We killed all those longhorns. And that was on our way to get the stuff over here. I think we will have to make another trek out to here to get the rest of the coal and maybe more of the fire clay. Something I'm not going to break apart is this bloomery. It is set in stone here. Because if we break it now, we may lose the fire clay bricks that we used to put into it as we would anytime we break it. So if you place down a bloomery, even if you want to move it later, do not break it without using it. Because you're going to lose a brick or two regardless of if you use it or not. And this kind of looks ugly not being in the center, so that might get changed later on. We do have raw fire clay bricks here. I'm not really worried about them. I am going to pick up all the sticks that are outside. I think I might as well put them in a chest. Not a chest, a crate. We can just throw that right there and grab all these. Because I've noticed in, or on the minimap, not in the minimap, I can see things flashing in this area, and I think it's because anytime you place something on the ground, it does not keep the same color on the minimap constantly. 286 sticks. Let's grab another chest and put the peat in there as well. Ooh, we also have all these ingots to move. We can't use peat for anything, right? Peat is only for cooking and not fire clay, pit kilns. We can't use it for smelting. Right? Yeah, it's only 900. I don't think anything is smelted under 900. I think even copper needs 11. If I look at nuggets. Yeah, that needs 11. There's nothing that does 1084. Everything goes up by 100 each heal stage. Let's just pick up all the peat. I don't know if it's making a noise. I, for some reason, can't hear if it's making a noise. Anyway, pit kiln is actually going to be in here as well, so let's move this over here. And we're just going to throw it inside. And now we can actually go and clean up the rest of that peat. I think what we might do for the remaining of this week, being 2 Wednesday streams. Wait a minute. I actually have a 4-hour stream this Friday. Because I only have the morning shift. I do not have the afternoon shift of work. So on Wednesday, we will be doing a 2.5-hour stream like normal. But on Friday, we're doing a 4-hour stream. Then it's daylight savings time in 7 days on the 8th of March. That will be another 4-hour stream. That'll be an hour earlier than usual. For those who may not be the same time zone. What else was I bringing over there? Not the sticks. Sticks can stay here. There was something else. The ingot molds that are out here. They no longer have to be outside. All 20 of these ingots, which, as far as I know, you can only make a max of 20. Or you can make only... I don't know how to correctly say that now. I think I'm getting tired. But anyway. That's 5 there. That's all 20 over ingots. As far as I know, fire doesn't spread in this game. Like, heat doesn't spread fire. I am going to take that off. I think we should place in all the axles to the point where we can connect them into the Helve Hammer. So this would be the last axle there. And then I'm going to cut down all of this. And only place it in if we finish connecting this one up. So I don't think this goes straight in. No, it doesn't. But it does get connected in by a gear into the transmission, so we can actually keep this where it was. So these two are going to go back. So we have almost all the axles. One of our main things is the amount of gears that we need. Since we're going this way, I might as well break this off and add it in here. That also means that I should break it off of this as well. And place that here. And then if we want... Why don't I hear the Helve Hammer going? Do you guys hear the Helve Hammer going? Oh, that's right, we disconnected it. Why isn't this gear going, though? I think that's a bug. I think it's because it isn't connected to a full block. That it was there. Debating on if I should make that a slab. We can make this two different... No, this would have to be a full block. Let's grab a cobblestone block. Or... Don't do cobblestone block. And instead, I grab two... Ooh, that scared me. And now I'm stuck. I grab two slabs. Put this staircase back. And now we have more room for chests. That goes in there. Up here, we want 1, 2. Yeah, because there's going to be a cobblestone piece that we're picking up out of the ground over here. This is going to be covered for now, so I don't keep tripping. You there. That goes there. That makes this a full block. So now I can put the gear on. Now it all works. And I'm going to grab some gears from downstairs because I think we don't have enough gears set up here yet. Actually, we do have the right amount of gears because that needs to go to the Pulverizer in order for us to be able to use the Pulverizer at any point. Something that I'm going to do is remove all of the planks near the stuff that is going to have power coming up so we can't see the hole. I think I also want to remove all the dirt. From those points. I need to get in here. 'Cause I think this would make it look better. Like all of this could be dirt. Or I mean, gravel. Not gravel. Cobblestone. Same thing here. Can't grab that until we put cobblestone in it. And same here. And finally, here. Which for some reason is not already cobblestone on the sides. But okay. I need to make sure. I hate that closing. There is a setting for me to change that. Am I gonna be lazy and not look it up? Yes. Yes, I am. And this is going to tell us exactly how many these planks that I need. This is going to stay right there. Over here is cobblestone, so we don't need to look at that. We need 11 planks and a lot of cobblestone. A lot of regular cobblestone. 1, 2, that there, this, cobblestone. Don't know, we definitely don't need 59 pieces, but I also didn't count how many we need. So that's gonna be cobblestone. 1, 2. I forgot to grab the wrench. Should have grabbed the wrench. I think that might be a bad idea placing them down now. I'm gonna go grab the wrench before we put. Now we're gonna put cobblestone back into the chest. More efficient doing it this way. Oh. Shouldn't do that first. Should do this side first because I can't get behind the ladder. Where did that cobblestone just go? I hope I picked that up. I feel like it's deleting things. Because I should have got extra dirt from this. But let me see the wood name. That did not do it. Okay, there is dirt behind here for sure. Where did that... I think it's going upwards. And not coming out where the axle is. Whoops, I mean to do that. We might change this whole top layer of dirt to cobblestone. You know what? It's not a might, it is an is. We are going to change all of this to cobblestone. Just to match, like, this is a basement. Is this more than the cobblestone we have on us? It is not. We have less dirt in our hand than we have cobblestone. This should make the whole ceiling look a little bit better. It also will make this look like a cellar. So if we were able to make this into a room down here, this would be a cellar, for sure. I mean, there is some dirt. I don't know. No, you can make a cellar with dirt walls. That stayed open. Yes. Chat, I need you to make sure that I never touch that. I want you to slap my hand away from the mouse if I go to right-click on it. I came in here for the wrench. Alright, that needs to be turned. That needs to be turned. This needs to be turned, that needs to be turned. This needs to be turned, and this needs to be turned. I think that's it. Oh, there's some dirt here. Yep, okay, so everything that disappeared did go upwards. That's the cobblestone I was looking for. And there's dirt here. Shouldn't be anything else over here, though. Okay, so something else that we want to work towards that we did not do this stream is a large charcoal area. This is... all of our trees grew here. So we are rapidly going through our seasons here. And I think that's only because we did 12 hours today. So let's get everything ready to be packed up and placed together. We're gonna eat this. Well, what is missing from over here? Is it the sticks that we usually have on us? Probably. How do we make arrows, actually? Let's look at copper arrow. It's a stick and feather. Okay. Ooh, I want to do all the bony soil and show off what we got before I make them into arrows. We're gonna wait. We do have a lot of feathers though, so all the arrowheads that I got from the bony soil so far is gonna be there. So this is going to be our third and final screenshot. We have gone 12 hours and 31 minutes. So, let's save the game right here. And let's go into our raid out scene. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 AM EST to 12:30 PM EST, and on Sundays from 10 AM EST to 2 PM EST.